Hey quality of lifers. In our last video, we were talking about happiness and also untangling that knot that we sometimes have in our chest that kind of makes us not feel at peace during the day, that there's always this angst. So I asked you in the last video to make a list of some of the things that you were tolerating. You know, it was that level 3 energy of it is what it is, and like I said, making lemonade out of lemons, just rationalizing a lot of things and just getting through the day because, you know, stuff's got to get done. And I also asked for you to rate those. And now what I would like for you to do as a part 2 is go through that list and notice the ones that rated higher. But just from an overview standpoint, is there something that you can take action on today or in the near future to reduce some of that stress, to maybe just not tolerate, maybe have a conversation with someone about changing the way they do something, or maybe improving a process to where it's not so stressful, having a conversation with the manager or your kids. Maybe they can help take on some workload at the house or take on some chores for finding some kind of opportunity for a win-win where you can get some relief, and then maybe you could leverage some improvements on the other side too. Also, as another step that you can take is make another list of all the things that you do, or as many that you can think of, and I don't care if you have to go back 10 years of when you felt really awesome. The circumstances, the situation, something that you did that you just absolutely love doing. And I want you to rate those from a scale of 1 to 5. 1 being, well, that was pretty cool, and 5 being, heck yeah, absolutely love that. And, you know, understanding that you may not be able to go back and replicate whatever that scenario was. I mean, if you're like me, you're 40-something, and maybe you liked being on the volleyball team in high school. Well, obviously you can't go back and be on a volleyball team in high school. But what was it about that made you enjoy it? Was it the being around the team? Was it traveling to different towns to meet other people? Was it the competing? Was it the fitness part of it? Was it a fun way to stay in shape? What was it about those things? And start kind of paying attention to what things that you have done or might continue to do. At some point, you can build those things back into your life in bits and pieces. Again, we are trying to unravel that knot in your chest, which hopefully will end up helping you become happier in your day-to-day life. You know, happiness, sometimes we feel like it's like a reward, or almost like something that happens, like treating yourself to a piece of chocolate. You know, it's kind of a rare thing that you experience true happiness. But again, I think that comes down to what your definition of happiness is. And that's different for a lot of people. But if you find the things that give you energy, you find your energy suckers, which is what a lot of that level 3 tolerating stuff is. That is what it is. I mean, how often do you say that in a day? I would love to hear your thoughts. I would love to hear some of the things that you've come up with these exercises, and maybe some things that you have done, some insights you've made. And ultimately, I would love to hear how adding in some of those little things I always talk about how little changes make the biggest difference. You don't have to completely overhaul your life to be happier. And I'm not trying to make you dissatisfied. I'm trying to get you to introduce more things that make you feel better here. And that will be specific to you. You all have an awesome evening. Please comment down below, and I would love to hear your stories, or if you want to share, some of the things that you're tolerating. Maybe it might inspire someone else to say, oh yeah, I do that too. Or maybe some of your good things. I would love to hear them. Thank you so much.